cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and bold. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze, cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Yeah, ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and bold. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze, cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace.
All right, I'm back up in here. I don't know what's going on with my streaming service or setup, but shit is going wrong. Shit is going wrong. I started talking about AI and my intro is AI, and then now it's taking over the industry and I'm a part of it and I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling guilty about being a part of this AI takeover. Oh man. How can I be a part of this? How can I be a part of this shit? My intro is AI. And now this girl Zania is taking over. I called her a girl. That's how bad it is. I'm calling her a girl. This AI, are they going to start being like, you can't misgender my AI model? Don't misgender my AI model. Are we supposed to call it a him, her, like Zanaya? Because it's pronounced like Shania. Zanaya, Monet. We heard Kehlani talking about it. I heard a little bit of SZA talking about it. I don't think this is real. I don't think this is going to be good for everybody unless we just start taking part in it, man. Cali Bags, man. Why don't you make you an AI rapper? What's up, man? What's going on? Back up in here, man. They shut down my other live. Cut my mic off because we was talking about some real shit. We was talking about AI taking over and the second artist being paid $3 million. $3 million record deal to just write lyrics, and then AI, Zora, will come up with, oh man. Suno. Let me just do that again, just in case you guys didn't see that. I need to make sure.
I guess let's take a quick listen.
How was I supposed to know what love looked like?
or Rihanna, and sometimes combined with all of them. And the AI music was made.
Hold on.
Okay,
This is
on
how we go.
an initial kind of listening, and I'm gonna play this for a sec so you guys can get.
Listen to this part. This is important.
AI songs are now being recognized as valuable, and specifically with this human person who is generating the AI music. This is kind of interesting for me, and I dug deep on this. Okay, on an initial kind of listening, and I'm gonna play this for a sec so you guys can get some context of what we're talking about here. And I went through the catalog here, but to
What
me,
up, Papa
the
John?
voice
Thank you
in
for
almost
being
every
here.
instance sounds either like Beyonce, Ariana Grande, Jennifer Hudson, and or Rihanna, and sometimes combined with all of them. And the AI music was made on Suno. So I guess let's take a quick listen.
How was I supposed to know what love looked like when daddy never showed me what felt right?
I already talked about the messaging of this damn song. The messaging of the song is cold-blooded. Like, how they gonna do us like that? How the AI...
So initial...
The first AI artist that's making it to the Billboard charts is supposedly being promoted as a young black woman, beautiful black woman, but talking about how she ain't got a daddy. And that's the song that make the billboards. Come on, man. It can't make it make sense, man. How is it the AI Billboard song that made it to number 30 is a fake black female artist, AI, who's talking about she ain't have a daddy and she don't know how to love and she don't know how to be treated because she ain't have a black daddy? We'll get into that.
Reactions, drop a comment, let me know generally, because here's the thing. Obviously, it sounds like AI music to me, and I had this revelation yesterday as I was kind of working through this, and I just go, I can hear that it's AI music because it still has that buzzy, high-end, you know, it needs to be EQ'd kind of thing happening that we hear with
The
AI
writer
music.
is
But here's
black.
the thing. The purpose of music is to connect. The purpose of
Well,
music...
let me stop. I don't know if the writer is black. Her name is Talisha Jones. I'm being prejudiced probably, or not thinking right just by assuming she's black. I don't know. Her name is Talisha Jones.
Is to
I don't
resonate
know.
with people and to connect on an emotional level. And the creator, the human creator, Talisha Jones, is actually a lyricist, right? So we'll say a lyricist, a poet, and we're going to dive in
ghostwriter.
on basically the creation method here. But nonetheless, we're talking about a multi-million-dollar deal for AI music. And I want to know how that's making you guys feel. Now, in the how it's making artists feel category, we had a response from Kalani, who is a very successful artist. As I was looking today, she has over 27 million monthly listeners on Spotify, and this is what she had to say.
It's so beyond out of our control, and
Ain't she
nothing
beautiful?
will ever, nothing and no one on earth will ever be able to justify AI to me, especially not AI in the creative arts, in which people have worked hard for, trained for, slept on the floor for,
her voice too,
got injuries for, worked for their entire life.
She got the little raspy voice too. Like, oh man, Ayana, you better watch out.
I'm sorry. I don't respect it.
This is so beyond out of our control. And actually on the
Jumbe,
Monet AI
shout out
song
to
that I
you.
played, I believe the streams on that is
Sending love from Sin City. Rios, tap in. You already know. Don't worry about nothing. You know what I mean? Best morning show in the world. Craig, shout out to War Chief Jumbie. Oh, he's out there in Vegas for the fight. Let's go. Oh, man, I might have to head out there, dude. I might have to head out there.
about 2.3 million. So it's not just the record deal. It's that, of course, the record deal, the offer comes where there is something to monetize. And I guess what I was thinking through, I'm like, are we surprised that labels are now trying to monetize AI music? The highest bidders so far are not the major record labels. And I go, why is that? Well, I'm guessing because the major record labels are suing Suno right now. And so they have a little bit of a conflict.
Oh,
they sign
shit.
an artist who is making music from Suno. I can't speak for them, okay? But nonetheless, are we surprised that record labels are now trying to just monetize AI music? So we know that, of course, music has been commoditized. It's been commercialized for really just about 150
All right, that's enough of that. Now, what do we think? What do we think, Ghetto Cafe? What do we think as a people? What do we think as a whole? What is our thoughts on this? Let's bring up, I'm gonna bring up my phone number because I think this is actually phone call worthy. I think this is phone call worthy because does this puts power in AI's hands, right? Yeah, it puts power in technology's hands. But does it also take power away from the ones that are controlling music? Because we got two evils. What's the greater evil? Or what's the greater good? What's the greater evil? Is it these record executives, these record labels that have been putting out nasty, degrading, disgusting music for us, allowing us to have that kind of music and talking bad about us and leaving a bad example or image for the kids to have? Is it better for ghostwriters or artists to be able to control their music through AI and put out good music like that? And having these other record labels sign it, because why would other record labels be suing Suno? Remember what we just talked about, the billionaires putting in $22 billion against Mamdani so that he wouldn't raise 2% taxes on the uber rich, the $1 million a year people? 2% tax on the $2 million, the $1 million earners. 2% tax hike on the $1 million earners. They spent $22 billion to try to beat him because he's giving back to the people. He's taking from the rich, giving to the poor. Robin Hood type shit. They don't like Robin Hood. Now, Zuno is hiring or giving record deals to ghostwriters. Backup singers. People who would have never made it as a main artist. Even I'm not. Be calm, y'all. Be calm. Like Adele, one of the greatest singers of all time. Great singer, beautiful voice, amazing voice. I was even shocked that she was doing so well that people looked beyond like body size or Lizzo, looking beyond. But even they're losing weight, trying to lose weight or trying to be healthy. If you can just create, imagine if Adele just had an AI, not even AI singing for her, but just an image. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, man, I didn't turn on my Bluetooth. I'm stupid. My bad, y'all. Hold on. Let me turn on my Bluetooth real quick. Hold on. Big dummy over here. You already know. Hold on. What's up, man? Hold on 1 second. Let me turn on the Bluetooth real quick. My bad. Caller, you there? Let me see. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. This is Visionary Star.
Okay.
I'm calling in. Remember you said I should call in.
Hold on. Caller, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Got you. So I was just thinking, I was about to jump into a thought, but I'm glad you called. But I'm gonna remember the thought. But go ahead, man. What you calling in, man? Where you calling from, and what's your name?
It's Visionary Star.
Hey, what's up, man?
Canada.
Finally, got your ass to call in.
Yeah,
what's up?
yeah.
I was about to say something. What's up, Ninja? What's happening with you? You almost got me acting out of character, man.
I know some of the people in the chat don't like my narrative, but guess what?
Let's go.
Keep pushing it.
Okay, let's go.
And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you some advice. Step up the content.
Step up the content.
That's it. Step up the content.
Now, give me some.
If you feel like you're doing 50%, if you feel like you're doing 60% right now, do 100.
So give me detail about that. Let's get into that.
No,
from the beginning.
No details.
I don't know what you're talking about. So step up the content, basically for Visionary Star. If you're complaining, step up the content. So that's the message. Step up your content, Rios. Everybody step up your content. Okay. Now, back to what I was originally thinking about Adele. Someone said if Adele looked like Taylor Swift, she would be out of this world. She'd be out of here. And I don't want to say they're wrong because we are kind of shallow ass people. We are shallow. We want visuals. We want people to look good and be perfect all around. We want them to be this. We want them to be that. But we don't want them to just be normal who they are. And I was saying like, damn, what if Adele had an AI, the voice, the music? You know, we all know she's amazing. She's like this dope ass artist. But I thought of somebody that did that shit. I thought of somebody who did that shit. Y'all might be too young for this. Y'all might be too young for this. Do y'all remember this? Hey, sunshine. Feeling glad got sunshine in a bag of music. Thunder is coming on. Nothing on the future is coming on. Do y'all remember that? I'm not gonna play all of it, but do you guys remember? That's pretty much the artist didn't show his face, and this artist was the person behind this is like a clever, intelligent, like a genius musician who's had all kind of successful music, not just the Gorillas. Gorillas did it without the. Oh shoot! Here we go. Let's talk about it.
If you've landed here, chances are you're a big Damon Albarn fan, just like Elton John.
You are, for me, the most interesting British musician.
But even if you've never heard of him, I'm sure you've heard this song.
Happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine.
And of course, you've heard this one. Blur and Gorillaz.
What? Did y'all know that he did that? The artist behind Gorillaz did that song. Woohoo! I didn't know
Two
that.
bands that defined the music of the respective eras. And behind them, there was one man, Damon Albarn.
Damon
He's
Albarn.
one of the greatest creators of all time, and his ideas are now the template for a lot of the biggest artists we have.
The NME Award for Innovation goes to Damon Albarn.
He blended different genres, collaborated with numerous artists. He even created the world's first virtual band, but somehow he always stayed on top.
He created the first virtual band. Now they creating virtual AI musicians. So is it good for him and bad for the others? Like, hey, man.
Changed the world and fucking Gorillas changed the world and this man is literally a genius and that's that.
How has Damon Albarn been able to succeed over and over again? What's his secret?
There never have been that many true visionaries.
Hey, Mom Hawk too, yes.
I'm really obsessed with Damon.
Mom Hawk too, that's a good fucking point. Also, that's a great point too. Some people don't want the fame and want to live life and still make money. Right. Dude, Visionary Star. MF Doom. Good point. Oh, you know what? Let me block a Visionary Star because I wanted to have a conversation with him and he act like a buster. Let me put him on timeout. 10-minute timeout for Visionary Star for not having a conversation with me, for getting me excited, thinking we about to have a conversation, and then telling me just work harder. But you don't even want to have a conversation, ninja. But Mom Hawk and Visionary Star had a good point. Mom Hawk says some people want to stay private. They have all the skill, all the talent, but don't want to be celebrities, but do want the money. MF Doom stayed behind. Rest in peace, right? To MF Doom. Rest in peace, I think. To MF Doom, he stayed behind the mask. Oh, man. Okay, let's go.
Albarn. I've listened to all his interviews. I've read all these biographies. I've played all the music he's ever created. And I think I might have found his secret. Let me tell you a story.
Of Britain's most popular pop groups have begun the biggest chart war in 30 years.
August 14th, 1995 marks one of the biggest moments in the UK music scene.
Really?
At the time, two bands were at the forefront of the new Britpop movement, Oasis and Blur. And on this summer day in 1995, they were about to settle the score. Who was really the #1 Britpop band?
Both groups released new singles today and hope to then take that off the top of the charts.
Both bands made a bold move. They were going to release a single on the same day.
Oh.
The idea was simple. There was only room for one single at the top.
There was a similar battle of the bands in the 1960s between the Rolling Stones and the Beatles.
And when the day came, the winner was Blur.
But tonight, there's no denying Blur are top of the pops.
This moment shows just how big Blur was at the time in the UK. Bigger than Oasis. Successful music to date in the late 90s.
They did
Damon Albarn
Gorillaz.
lived in London with a cartoonist named Jamie Hewlett.
I watched 3 zombie films in a row the other day.
Now you
One
don't
day
need
while
Jamie
watching
Hewlett.
MTV, Damon Albarn had
You don't need Jamie Hewlett no more. All you need is Albarn's mind, genius mind, and AI. Imagine an artist like this, a dude who's just creative, artistic, can do all kind of shit, and you give him AI to create. Damn. I don't know if I'm against it. I don't know if I'm a hater. I don't know if I'm for it. I don't know. But just the possibilities of what could happen with somebody who has a mind like that physical people can't even keep up with. And you need a machine. You need technology to keep up with his brain. Nobody else can produce it. Like, damn.
an epiphany. He felt that the music industry and the media were becoming increasingly superficial, with manufactured pop stars emphasizing appearance and marketability over creativity and authenticity.
That's the point. He saw that they were being fake anyway. This shit was AI anyway. These people that were artists that they just showed, he's saying that these are just masks anyway. These are just pop-ups. These are dolls. These are not even the true people. They're not writing their lyrics. They're not coming up with their dance moves. They're just props. Basically, he said, fuck this fake shit. I'm going to shit on all of you guys, and I'm going to, oh, damn. So this has been happening in the industry for a minute.
This frustration inspired an idea, and that idea turned into Gorillaz.
It's his band. He said, y'all want artificial?
Gorillaz blurred the lines between reality and fiction. Their animated members participated in interviews, called into late-night shows.
What? I have a phone call? Hello?
Oh, hi. Look, I understand you booked my band Gorillaz for your TV show today, and I need to clear something up.
And also performed live concerts using holograms and creative visuals. And
he already did it, you guys. So what do you mean AI is not going to be able to perform? He did it already.
Gorillaz for your TV show today, and I need to clear something up.
And also performed live concerts.
Live concerts.
Using holograms and creative visuals. And in public, Damon Albarn was simply a representative of Gorillaz in the real world. But behind the scenes, he was the mastermind behind it all.
It was quite a visionary thing, in the sense that I think pop music became more cartoon-like.
It wasn't just a cool concept, it was a statement. And in 1998, this was mind-blowingly ahead of its time.
This is crazy. Look, they're on stage.
And the music, well, it's pure genius. Take Clint Eastwood, for example, one of their biggest songs. It became a massive hit. And in making this song, Damon Albarn simply used one of the default demos of this synthesizer.
AI, technology. One of the default demos of this synthesizer. It's just an escalation of technology, y'all. This is where it was going anyway. I bet you musicians that played instruments were hating on drum machines and beat machines and, oh, that's not real music. Oh, you're using a synthesizer. You're not really singing. The locomotive hated on the plane. The locomotive hated on the car. But technology has to progress. Is that what this is? Is this what AI in music is? Just a progression, a natural progression of technology? Because a synthesizer, a beat machine, all that shit.
To create one of the most iconic tunes of the 2000s.
That's it, that's the preset. It's the Rock 1 preset. But it gets even more.
Finally, somebody let me out of my cage.
It looks
finally
simple.
Somebody let me out of my cage.
Cheating, but no.
It's super simple. It's simplistic. Oh shit, I'm about to be a fucking musician. Cause I can write. I'm about to be a musician. I'm gonna come up with my own intro and my own outro. I just gotta figure out how to do it. Somebody lead me to the technology. Just tell me where the technology is. Is it Suno? What is it? I forget what the fuck it is. Y'all send me to the technology. I'm about to become a rapper or a musician. I'm not gonna limit my AI me. I'm not gonna limit and box my AI me in. I'm about to be a musician. Country, R&B, gospel, rap, all of those. I'm about to be all of it. Different languages. I might become a K-pop band. 5 different Rioses. You think K-pop demons got something? They ain't got shit on me. Look at how the kids fell in love with K-pop demons. They fell in love with the kids, the characters. They fell in love with the songs. They fell in love with the anime characters. They fall in love with Frozen. They fall in love with the cartoon character singing. They don't want to see the actual singer singing. Moana, they don't want to see the singer singing it. They want to see Moana singing it. They want to see Maui rapping and singing his shit. It is all a progression. It's all just a fucking progression, you guys. So get with the program. You about to meet AI Rios. I gotta hit up Ohio Ties or Nick Bags, and they gotta send me. They gotta show me the technology. Lead me to the technology to where I need to do that. I'm about to take over. Y'all, I'm just about to, you can't beat them, join them, yeah. Yeah. You can't beat them, join them. Pure genius.
Pure creative genius. With Gorillaz, Damon Albarn didn't just want to make a band. He wanted Gorillaz to be a platform to experiment with music, art, and ideas in a way no one else was doing.
Who is that AI?
That's
lady?
why Gorillaz were
that's
blending
Madonna?
rap, electronic elements, reggae, and pop. Sounds that were worlds apart but somehow worked together. The genre blending style that Gorillaz perfected has since become the blueprint for modern pop music. Like Beyoncé's recent exploration of country, and Post Malone's mix of hip-hop and rock, and Billie Eilish's blend of electronic and alternative pop, Before Damon Albarn and Gorillaz, such cross-genre experimentation in the mainstream was unheard of.
Unheard of.
Gorillaz was all about collaborations. They had more than 50 different artists participating in making Gorillaz.
Now, this is the scary part. If Gorillaz would have come out today, maybe the world wasn't even really ready for Gorillaz. Maybe the world really wasn't even ready for the Gorillaz in 1998. The world is primed for Gorillaz right now. Kids will go to a K-pop demon concert if there is no artist, only holograms of the K-pop cartoon people. They'll go to those concerts. Oh shoot, Visionary Star. My bad. He's back. I think you need another 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 15 minutes in total. My bad. Better start having these conversations when you call in. Better talk to me. Better talk when you call in. Don't say something and then be like, oh, I'm a buster. I'm just gonna get off the phone. I almost said. But right now is the time for the Gorillaz type shit.
Or are we in fact getting closer to our true selves? Is the future of man a more sort of one of duality? Is this a moment of transition?
We were fans in the first place.
I think this dude was on it.
As a species, are we leaving ourselves, or are we in fact getting closer to our true selves? Is the future of man a more sort of one of duality with the digital world, or is this in fact something which is destroying us? Is it making us blind? Is it making us
Tony,
deaf?
call in.
Is it making us
You better have a conversation. If you don't have a conversation, I'm gonna block you in the chat.
lose our senses?
Throughout his career, Damon Albarn has been incredibly intentional about the message he sends through his music. It's never just about making music that sounds cool. He's always tackled some really important issues.
My interpretation of the island is that it's the collection of all the plastic and stuff.
One of the most conceptually ambitious albums he's ever created is Gorillaz' Plastic Beach.
Plastic
That
Beach.
album tells the story of a fictional island made entirely of consumer waste and plastic.
His brain?
This island, of course, symbolizes a world devastated by environmental destruction, consumerism, and the loss of authenticity. It represents a place.
This dude is on it. I'm just learning about him, really learning about him right now, like in depth about him. This dude was on it. Oh shit.
Place where the old natural world has been forgotten and replaced by something artificial.
He knew what was coming, replaced by something artificial. He knew this shit was about to be replaced by AI. Auburn.
I try not
Somebody
to be
needs to talk with him right now.
I think that's one of the things that I don't like about the music business is how precious it makes people sometimes.
Okay, so this guy is obviously amazing, super talented, and he's done a lot of things right. But what exactly is Damon Albarn's secret?
I wouldn't say I enjoy making mistakes, but I'm very open-minded to them and recognise the benefit of making mistakes. I still make mistakes,
My take is this. While most artists chase commercial success or cater to whatever record labels demand, Damon has always been different. He wasn't interested in just making hits. He was creating art.
My hands just do it, so I just feel it. I just hear where it should go.
People like this dude, people like him make me feel so inadequate and so fucking basic that my brain is not like that, like a creative, like a true creative that probably sees the world in a whole different way, where I'm just getting glimpses and a little bit of understanding of what is happening with technology and music and where it's going through stories and what I'm seeing through social media. This dude was thinking about this shit damn near 30 years ago. Probably before Gorillaz, way because Gorillaz came out in 98. So he had to be having those thoughts and ideas well before 98 when the music came out. These creatives, these people that are like special, that can see what is coming and see what is happening in the now, in the moment. I don't have that. I'm not a creative. I don't have that amazing brain, that amazing talent to have the foresight to see what's coming. But we have to protect those kind of people, these kind of people that see life like that, like Kanye. Exactly. Like Kanye or Pharrell. And that's just in the music realm. But think about these creatives that are in all kind of industries. There's creatives in science. There's creatives in Hollywood, creatives in all kind of arts, writing, screenplays, movies, all kind of shit. Damn. Makes me feel like so inadequate. Like, damn, I was just fucking blind to all of this shit. And now I'm just getting hip to it on the back end of the shit. Oh, man.
He wanted to provoke, to experiment, to deliver something truly original. And the result, well, we've seen it. It's albums that weren't just successful, but also iconic. So I think combining the ability to stick with what feels right, with an incredible work ethic, openness to experimentation, and a plain refusal to compromise, has allowed him to succeed in whatever he wants.
Let's allow ourselves not to let music industry rules dictate how we should make music. And that's what the Gorillas have done, all right?
But it does take a big set of balls, skills, and a really strong work ethic to make it work. Let me know in the comments what you think is Damon Albarn's secret.
Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you.
Damon Albarn has almost never featured guitar solos in his music, and lately guitar solos have been a dying thing in pop music. But it turns out it might be coming back. So please check out my latest video.
He lied to everyone. I kind of like this dude. This dude did a good job with that. Yeah, if you want to call in, Tony Tone, call in. That is very fucking interesting, man. Because I was talking about Zanaya Monet, the AI artist on the billboards, and somebody like a Damon Albarn probably seen Zanaya Monet coming a long time ago with synthetic music, with drum beat machines and all this stuff, moving from live music in the recording studio to one person being able to create everything on a keyboard or on a soundboard. Are artists wrong for using AI? Like, for real, like a real question. Are they wrong? Because somebody like a Albarn might be seeing something we don't see. But is it that he's too creative, he's too intelligent to see that it's the demise? The creation of this shit is going to be the demise of it. Because at some point, the creation ain't going to need the creator. Because right now, the creation is reliant upon the creator, as in the writing the lyrics. Zanaya Monet is reliant on Talisha Jones because she's writing the lyrics. But once they study the lyrics and once the technology studies the writing, studies the lifestyle, studies what her history was, and they start producing the lyrics without you. Is this what the music industry turned itself into? Did the music industry turn itself into this unauthentic creation where we can just use these props, these people that talk about guns and killing and drugs, and they'd never lived that life? That is the first step of AI, was the unauthentic creation of these artists that don't live the story that they're telling. These people aren't that. You ain't on nobody's block doing this. You ain't over here riding doing that. Spraying and doing, I'm doing this. You ain't doing none of that. But the consumer has come to a point where they're like, I don't care if you're lying to me. I don't care if it's not authentic. I don't care if you're just telling me a story. Shit, I go to the movies and I know the shit's not real. I might as well do the same with music. I know it's not real. Does it sound good? I don't even care about lyrics no more. I just care about the beat. Does the music industry have its own self to blame? I did not hang up on you, Visionary Star, you liar. You a liar, dude. Hey, I gave you a 15 minutes. I'm not gonna time you out no more because I don't want to time you out because your ass is funny. I was doing that as a joke, but I did not hang up on you. Do not lie, fool. Is the music industry to blame? Are the greedy ass executives at the top to blame for this? Because now they're trying to sue the company that's hiring these AI artists. They like, do the record companies see like, oh shit, these motherfuckers is getting in our bag now. They're getting in our money. They're getting into our field. And we see what's coming is that this is the move. Cartoon singing, Moana, Frozen, all that shit. Those is just prop character cartoons that our kids fall in love with. Like I blame, someone said they blame the consumer. Yeah, the consumer is ignorant, but the consumer is not a professional. The consumer's not getting paid. The consumer is just digesting all the shit that's being put out to them, being pushed to them. The executives, the music execs are trying to find out how can we make the most money with spending the least amount of money? How can we be as profitable as possible? Capitalistic mindset. How can we make the most amount of money with the least amount of overhead? And how can we have the most guarantee on our investment? How can we maximize our ROI? How can we maximize our return on investment? Maybe we give them the money up front, let them go into debt, and then they need us for everything. Now they don't have no money to even support themselves to keep up with the image we created for them. They can't even keep up with it. So now they need to borrow more money from us so they can be in a Rolls Royce. Now we own them. Sign over your likeness, sign over your rights to everything because you're $2 million in debt to me before your album even drops. Fudge. This shit is multi-layered, y'all. And then we got Drake. And then we got Drake. Then we have Drake. What's up, bucko? No shit, Sherlock. No shit, bucko. We got Drake. Let's find out what's going on with Drake. Y'all know what's going on with Drake? He tried to sue Universal or AMG, I don't fucking know. He tried to sue one of these big ass conglomerates about pushing Kendrick Lamar's music and paying for streams, fake streams and this and that for Kendrick to beat him in a rap battle. Now, full circle, come to find out. Oh man, I fucking love this band. My ADHD just took over, my bad. Systems of a Down Chop Suey. Oh man. Okay, get back on track. Drake suing Kendrick, comes back on him saying that he was being pushed 1 billion streams. 1 billion. Billions or 1 billion? I don't know. 1 billion streams of fake streams paid for him. For him. Joseph Doggy, thank you for coming back to this chat because I'm your daddy, ninja. Daddy Rios is the name to you, Joseph. I'm your daddy. Stop asking your daddy questions. Take a fucking seat and listen to daddy as he's talking. Joseph Doggy. You big dummy. I'm your daddy. Now, all these people supporting Drake, and he's got all this money, all these streams, and he's got all this shit. It was paid for. They was pushing that ninja just like he claimed they was pushing Kendrick. Big loser. Biggest loser. Let me see. Ohio Ties, wait. Hey, Cali Bags. It's getting zapped as soon as I make my own, but I need to ask Ohio Ties how to do it. So I still need Ohio Ties. I very much so still need Ohio Ties to tell me about the technology because I'm about to create my own AI musician. What is this? Trying to see. I'm about to pull up something that's like, whoa. I ain't trying to get in all that. RBX is suing Spotify over fraudulent Drake streams. Here are. Hey, if you guys don't know this dude, I want you guys to go follow this guy.
Check. Justin Hunt. It's all happening. Thank you to everybody rocking with the channel. Thank you to everybody subscribing through the
Justin
channel.
Hunt.
Share the video, share the link. It's priceless. Big thank you to everyone.
Y'all go follow this dude.
If you'd like to donate, you hit the Cash App right up there, or you can hit the link in the description. A big shout out to everybody over there in the Discord. 9-second applause to everyone checking this video.
Justin Hunt is dope. Check him out. But he's doing an explanation of it. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing, but if you guys, let me actually put his page in the chat real quick. Hold on. This dude is super dope. The Company Man. Justin Hunt, The Company Man. Great page. Got a lot of information. But that video is just a little too long. I need a shorter video. So is this all fake? I don't want to. Is this fake? Drake has now surpassed 122 billion streams on Spotify. Are those real? He's being sued right now. Are those real or no? 122 billion streams. They say billions of those are paid for fake streams. And y'all know me, I'm not a Drake hater. I'm not a Drake hater. Y'all know me. I don't hate on Drake. I keep it real. I'm not a Drake hater. I'm not a Drake hater, man. Let me see what she says.
So there's a ton of people who have got together to file this lawsuit, but the lead plaintiff is a rapper named RBX, who's also known as a cousin to Snoop Dogg. And what he's claiming is that Spotify should be in trouble because they have turned a blind eye to a mass-scale fraudulent streaming like scam situation. And he points to Drake as an artist and says that
37 billion fake streams. What?
Drake, among a ton of artists, but specifically the example given in the lawsuit is about Drake. They say that Drake has benefited from the mass-scale fraudulent streaming. And the lawsuit isn't against Drake, it's against Spotify. But basically what they're claiming is that every month Spotify has billions of fraudulent streams that are generated from fake, illegitimate, or illegal methods like bots. And this happens at a mass scale, and it hurts other people and other artists on Spotify that be making money because you make money off of your streams. So if your streams are not, blown up and these numbers aren't big and huge, you're not competing, so you're not making money the way that you would be, especially because of these huge blown up numbers that artists like they allege a Drake has happening. So they're saying to Spotify, you guys should be held responsible for the money that we are not making.
Hey, y'all go read the comments. I'm gonna read a couple of comments. The shit be so funny to me because it's almost like Trumpers. You know what I mean? Like how they just support him no matter what. Like the cult. We listen to Drake though. Nobody's saying we don't listen to Drake. I listen to Drake. I listen to some of his songs. I still don't take away from the fact that he benefited from 37 billion fake streams. That still leaves him with what? 37 out of 122. Still leaves him with 90 billion streams. It's a ton. He's still very successful. They can't beat Drake. Yet, whenever Spotify removes illegal streams, Drake is the only mainstream artist that doesn't have streams removed. Kendrick Lamar did, however. They really think we are stupid. This is propaganda because they can't beat Drake and can't figure out why he's still on top. Drake has been beaten. You think they're coming after his numbers now? Like, ooh. Now they're coming after his... What does Drake have left? What is the thing that Drake has left? His numbers. The last leg he has standing on is his numbers. That's the last leg he's got. Last leg to stand on is his numbers. That's the last argument that incels got. Sorry, but we listen to Drake. Drake was doing numbers before streaming even came into play. Nice try, though. Does that mean that he didn't benefit when streams did come into play? This be the funny shit that I be listening, like it's almost like the trolls that be in here just be saying funny, silly shit. It's like, damn, you really thought that. Like you really said that and you really thought that. Like that was your brain. Your brain produced that comment. They always using Drake name. The shit is getting corny. It's getting corny. He was the one just trying to sue about this. He was the one trying to sue about this and lost the lawsuit. Now RBX, shout out to RBX, is suing Spotify or whoever he's suing. Against Spotify claims it's against Spotify about the Drake claims. Damn, let's see. That's cap. We actually play Drake. Oh, knock it off. So he filed a lawsuit against the label using payola and other scandals against booting streams, and now suddenly a new class action lawsuit. He's been accused of it. Y'all got to stop trying to slander that man. The last thing he has, the last thing he's got is his numbers.
And they give an example of, basically saying like Drake has all these billions of streams across Spotify, but approximately 37 billion streams were inauthentic and appear to be the work of a network of bot accounts is what they're alleging. And they allege that this activity took place between January 2022 and September 2025. And this is ironic because you guys know Drake has been on this whole thing with like bots and allegations of people using bots and fake streams in the Universal Music lawsuit with Kendrick and Not Like Us.
How is this connected, Lauren, to when Spotify, wasn't it? Spotify was investigating the playlist bribery allegations in Turkey earlier this year?
So still working on specifics on the connection, but because we...
Joseph Doggy, I'm a troll too. I be trolling y'all. I be trolling back. We all... some form of trolling is just jokey joke. Is this a jokey joke? You know what I mean? Some form of trolling, like at some point at the foundation, it's just a jokey joke. But when it becomes like nasty or like super like vitriol, that's when it's just like, oh, something wrong with you. But yeah, we all troll at some point. We all joke, bag, roast each other. At some point, at some level, we all troll for sure.
We broke that, not broke that. Well, we were one of the first people to report that story as well too. But what I believe is happening, because people were trying to figure out why are the investigations and all these raids that we were talking about then happening in these random locations. If you look at this lawsuit here, those random locations are where they're tracking these like bot farms too. So if you go and you get all the information from the bot farms and these places where these VPN accounts, which are these like...
Look, somebody wants me to say their name today in the chat. Somebody wants me to say their name today. But today... I'm only saying Visionary Star and Joseph Doggy. Those are the guys I choose today to have the little back and forth with. Somebody in here is like, oh man, he ain't saying my name today. Let me keep writing his name so he can say me. Nope, not gonna say you. I got a Visionary Star. We going back and forth. Joseph Doggy and who else? I think just Visionary Star and Joseph Doggy. Those are my guys today.
Basically, online
somebody wants some attention. I ain't giving it to them.
Bot farms is crazy.
Yeah, they have these.
Yeah, I mean
bot
that's
farms.
the thing. They have clip farms too. Streamers use them too. It's basically just a group of people sitting behind computers or whatever.
Easy
that
money
are doing
too.
whatever
I'm
you tell
fucking with
them or
Easy
pay
Money
them to
today
do. But
too.
basically, Charlamagne, to answer your question, the locations. Like in here, it says there are these random locations that they're tracing these bot farms back to. That raid basically was them going and saying, hey, we're trying to get some more information here because something's about to happen. So if you put two and two together, I think one over here, what we talked about before with the raids is them gathering some evidence. And now you have this, big class action lawsuit that is saying we have the evidence. Now here is the lawsuit.
Yeah,
so I think what you're going to see is these two come together to try and prove what they're claiming is happening with allegedly with Drake and a ton of other artists.
Yeah, I don't know about Drake, but this is going to be a situation in the future because I feel like in the future this is going to be like the next federal freak off, like one of the next big federal cases because this is illegal. Like it's going to be a lot of artists who have been using these bot farms to blow their numbers up, blow their digital sales up,
but they've
not
been
just
doing
their
it.
sales, but to control narratives on social media. They're going to find themselves in some federal situations.
But not only that,
All right, Charlamagne. That's enough of you. Somebody said, just because you listen to Drake does not mean his label or him did not buy streams to boost his numbers. A lot of artists do this. Right. I think it's common knowledge, right? Like it's a common knowledge that people do this. And I don't think like the biggest artist would be off limits. Like you're the biggest artist, like the most to benefit from that shit. And then like you're the most believable. Like the richest person or the person with the most money in the room could be wearing all fake jewelry. Nobody's going to question it because we know you got money. Nobody's going to question your numbers because we know you cracking, you popping. Let's not act like Drake. Let's not act like Drake is not talented. Let's not act like he don't got some hits and some bangers and he's got some good music. He has great music. He's been around for a minute. He's doing a lot of shit. He's been doing a lot of shit. And topping the charts with good music. Like, let's not play like, I'm not ever going to be an unrealistic troll or hater or something like, no, he's the guy. He's the man. He is on stage where he's at for a reason. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't have some ties to some faulty shit, to some fake shit, some whack shit. Yeah, he do whack shit, but that don't take away from him being talented. Yeah, do I think he's a goober? Yeah, but he's a talented goober. Tracheotomy. Tracheotomy. But like Ohio Ty says, Project 2025 is 48% complete. And I think the completion is about to slow down because Trump didn't listen to his people. They told him, let's gradually do all this shit. But because he damn near has 50% of the Project 25 done in 10 months, it shocked the people. Trump don't know how not to be gaudy, how not to be flossy, how not to be the spotlight. He wants all the spotlight, all of the accolades, none of the negativity, all the good shit. If he would have just progressively done his Project 2025, at least 20% of the people that are against him would have still been asleep. But because he pushed that shit so hard and didn't listen to his handlers like, hey man, like let's be cool. Like we could do 20% this year, 25% this year, 25% next year. And by time your 4 years is up, we did 100%. He's like, nah, I'm going for gusto. 2025, Project 2025 needs to be all this year. All of it right now. They told him, slow down. But just like how he couldn't leave Twitter alone, his first presidency, he cannot stop himself from being Trump. He can't stop from building hotels with gold all over the place and gaudy shit. And let me tell you, what really, it's sad to say, all the shit that's happening with the immigrants and all that stuff and all the horrible treatment of people that's going on, that is horrible. But guess what? A lot of people turned a blind eye to that and still barely care about it. A lot of people, shallow people, you know what they was mad about? For real, for real? The East Wing. Him tearing down the East Wing of the White House. More people are mad about that. Or some people are more mad about that than they are the treatment of how ICE is doing illegal immigrants. That's when I was like, "Dad, this nigga really don't care. He about to piss off people who, the traditionalists. He pissing off traditionalists." So yeah, this is to go off of what Ohio said. Ohio ties 48% is complete. Major pillars of title and titles of Project 2025. Dismantle, reorganize the administrative state. Dismantling certain federal agencies. U.S. Department of Education are dramatically reducing the scope, shifting power to states or to the White House. That's one. 2, expand presidential executive authority. Personnel and staffing overhaul. Culture and identity reshaping. DEI, get out of here. Policies to restore the family, assert a particular definition of sex, gender, limit DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion. Programs reduce protections based on gender identity or sexual orientation. That's 4. Economy. Tax and regulation reform. Proposals include flat income tax rates, consumption tax, deregulation, especially environmental, reduced role of federal government in economy. Immigration, border, and national security overhaul includes mass deportation of undocumented immigrants, redefining the role of federal border agencies, deploying military domestically. This is not some shit that he hid. This is not some shit that he hid or he was hiding behind. This shit was in the binder. Education and resource restructuring. Push for social choice, choose closing or stripping the Department of Education, transferring many responsibilities to states, reshaping research priorities, less funding for areas like climate, more aligned with conservative values. To me, he's been chipping away at all that, slowly chipping away at all that. I'm damn shit 100%, because he may not get all of what he wants in each one of those sections, but he's attacking every single one of those. Ohio ties, man. The rabbit hole, the rabbit hole. Oh, man. That's going to make us go somewhere that we don't need to go. But if he would, what I'm saying is, if he'd have been a little bit more subtle with his shit, he wouldn't be getting this blue wave kickback that he's getting right now. Virginia flipped their seat. First woman ever also. First woman and from Republican to Democrat. Mandani. I'm telling you, all this shit that I started the show saying ugly only lasts for so long. Even beauty only lasts for so long. Only good can last for so long at top before it's good turns off to the bad. They pissed off. Bad is pissed off. If it wasn't for Barack Obama, there would be no Trump. Trump came to surface because of Barack Obama, because of a black president that he thought was from Africa, wasn't American. That is what birthed Trump in the political field. Mamdani is a young mayor. He's a young young guy. Like, he is young. He is very articulate. He is quick with his replies, his rebuttals. He stays on affordability, right? Like, his whole movement is affordability, making New York affordable for everybody, recognizing everybody, recognizing Muslims, recognizing Jewish people, recognizing black people, like, for everybody. He found a common cause that everybody could relate to. Affordability. And he also went to attack the uber rich. Nah, that's the problem up there. Those guys are the problem. I'm about to generate in a year $10 billion for the economy of the New York City just by raising the taxes 2% and corporate tax on those uber rich. To where they were putting $22 billion against that cap because they didn't want their shit raised 2%. These people are sick, man. These people are sick. It's $270,000 tax cuts for the rich across the country. But poor people can't afford. You got, oh man, I wish I had this clip of this guy senator talking about how there's a household that wrote him a letter saying that the wife was suffering from, she had beet cancer, but now she has, she has another cancer that she's fighting. And the husband has a very bad case of diabetes, some weird shit, right? But their insurance is so expensive that they're having discussions with each other of who's gonna have to die. Because they can only afford insurance for one. So they're having discussions like, well, you're more valuable to our kids, or, well, if you pass away, it'd be more money for over here. Well, if I die, this is the benefit for our family. Nigga, me and my wife were watching that damn near teary-eyed, like, nigga, can you imagine talking to your wife and saying, you know what, babe, let me die. You get the insurance, you get the health care, the medical attention you need, and then I'll just die. But at least you'll have a promise in life, and then you'll get money from my passing. The Affordable Care Act, right? Like the Affordable Care Act, which is actually originally named the Obamacare. Obamacare came around mostly because insurance companies were denying pre-existing conditions. Like, if you had a heart problem, you couldn't get insurance. Or if this kid had this. Do you guys not remember? Maybe you guys were young at the time when it came around. A lot of you guys were probably young, but it was so many stories of people not being able to get insurance because of pre-existing conditions. Pre-existing conditions were causing people not to be able to get insurance. And that was a major reason why Obamacare came around, which is the Affordable Care Act. But because Obamacare had such a bad name, they had to stop saying Obama because they didn't want to attach his name to it. But it raised other people's insurance for the people to have insurance. Like, I was okay with paying more in taxes or paying more in insurance so that this person can be insured with a pre-existing condition. My son has a pre-existing condition that he was born with. Heart condition. Even though we don't need, because we're blessed and we have great jobs and we have great insurance and we took care of what we needed to take care of, but that's not everybody. And now the continuation, somebody's insurance is going from $2,000 a year to $18,000 if they don't extend or give benefits to figure it out. and they don't even have a different option. Marjorie Greene Taylor is even saying this shit on The View. Like, well, she's tripping because Trump didn't want her to do her shit in Georgia, didn't want her to run for the Senate chair in Georgia. So she's kind of turned her back on Trump. But even she's saying, I don't think the Republicans even have a plan if we don't extend this Obamacare or ACA, Affordable Care Act. If we don't extend it, I don't even think we have any option. I don't even think we have a plan besides just going against what's going on. It's incredibly sick, you guys. It's incredibly sick. And I'm not saying it's just one side versus the other. A lot of people got their hands in the pot. But are we even tripping off the fact that that we have a fund? There is a fund of $5 billion, let's say, billions of dollar fund for people that are food hungry, that need food, that are on SNAP, that take food benefits or on welfare. There is a fund specifically for them that we paid into for situations like this, that is supposed to feed them just in case of emergency. They're holding that shit back. We paid into it for this shit, for this scenario. And they're denying it. The judge is saying, let's do this. Trump saying, yeah, okay, we'll do it partially. Yeah, we'll do it. Oh, no, we're not doing it. This and that. They're playing with people, man. The shit we pay for. Motherfucker, then what you was taking my money for? If you ain't gonna give it to the motherfuckers it's for? Shit is incredibly sick. But I see some shit happening. I don't want to be too on it, but people are waking up. We deserve to be treated right. Prop 50 passed. It's Mom Hawk, exactly. Bribery. They're using it as leverage. Let's see how long you can let your people starve before you give in. Let's see. We're pulling on your heartstrings. Let's see how long you can deal with your constituents starving or losing their medical insurance or this and that and suffering. Let's see how long you can outlast your constituents and their suffering. We can last longer with our constituents suffering. How long can you last with your constituents suffering? That game is dirty. All while the government is not getting paid, the federal government is not getting paid. But guess what? They get paid. The ones who shut the government down, who's a part of the government, who is a federal workers, guess what? They get paid during the shutdown. Don't matter what color, what side, they asses are getting paid by us while we starve and lose our fucking medical insurance. Marjorie Greene Taylor talking about, I'm not taking my check. Who are you giving it to then? What poor people are you giving your check to then? What food bank are you supporting? Because all of these suckers is getting paid while the government is shut down, while they can't even come to an agreement, come to a common ground to feed the babies? Y'all can't come to a common ground to feed the babies? If y'all can't agree on that shit, I know shit is fucked. You can't come to agreement on old people having insurance? You can't come to agreement of releasing the funds that we paid into for these situations, for these people that are in bad situations? If we can't agree on hungry children, older people's Medicaid, Medicare, medical, whatever, if we can't agree on those two things or one of those two things, we are big fucked. Bigly. We are bigly fucked. Imagine looking at the people that pay your salary and say, you only got to starve for a little bit longer. All of them. I don't care what it is. You should have done enough to be able to come across the aisle to shake hands and do both sides. You should have done something to where it didn't get this ugly and this divisive and this separate. Because guess what? No matter what, at the end of the day, you serve the people of America, of the United States of America, red or blue, independent or whatever. Just because half of the nation didn't vote for you doesn't mean they're not a part of the nation. Just because half of the country didn't agree with you doesn't mean that they're not a part of this country. Doesn't mean they're not citizens that you should care about. Just because they didn't vote for you. You mean to tell me I can't have an idea or support an idea without being ostracized? Or treated like a secondhand citizen? Because I didn't agree or vote for you? So the other half who didn't see eye to eye with you, they don't even exist really. All while you're still fucking the people that did vote for you. Thanksgiving's about to be here. I'm going to see what I can do to help people. Shit, I'm going to have a rotisserie chicken line or some shit. I don't fucking know. But if you can't look at this shit and see like the disturbingly disgusting nature of our democracy right now. And because of the ugly, because of the disrespect, because of the nature is where the Mondanis come, where the good does come. Trump adding extra chairs to his states. Okay, for sure. You redistricting, you relining, redefining your lines. Okay, California is doing it too. But then say California is wrong for doing it when you're doing it in 3 states. Already done it. Florida's probably next. You know what's crazy? Out of all the people losing their medical insurance, the most people that are losing their medical insurance, and I think it's because of the retirees or whatever, the most people affected by this medical insurance shit is South Florida. I think it's because a lot of people retired to Florida. I'm speculating to make an assumption there. I'm just making a speculation because a lot of people do migrate to South Florida for retirement. But that's a red state. They are fucking their own people. So when you try to tell me and say that they care, they don't even care about their own voters. Across the board, y'all. Across the board. I'm not saying just because I'm using that as an example. I'm across the board. I'm not biased. Democrats will pacify their people to line their pockets also. Democrats will make promises and say, oh, I care about you, this and that, and they'll line their own pockets too, yes. But South Florida, they benefit from, they have the most people that are affected by this medical shit and insurance. Because of where it is, warm, weather, whatever, sunshine, I don't know. But I think that's why the most people are affected are in South Florida. It's a red state. They don't give a fuck about you. Ohio ties, man. But I feel like right now is a time where the people have the most control. Because when we realize our numbers, when we realize that our words, when we realize that our energy does affect shit, and look at Prop 50. Just look at Prop 50. Let's just look at Prop 50 alone, the redistricting shit, right? That shit was only a one subject topic vote. Only one thing on the ballot. I think 11 million voters in 90 days. They only had 90 days to do this, less than 90 days to do this shit. And look what the voters, look at what we were allowed, what we were able to get done. Now think if we stood up for shit like that without them spoon feeding us reasons to go to the ballot. What if we demanded the same way that we show up for them at the booth? The same way we show up for them at the booth. What if we had the same energy of demanding what the fuck we want? It's like, yeah, there's power in voting, but there's also power in demanding what you want as a people. Don't just show up at the booth with the power and with the energy. Show up when there ain't no vote and you demand it. Hey, put this on the ballot or we ain't showing up. And I feel like this is a place when there's such rampant ugliness, such rampant division, divisiveness, deceitfulness, sickness, disgusting greed is where people can use democracy in their favor. Like, nah, man, this is what we want and this is what we demand. Meet our demands. I don't give a fuck what you talking about, this shit and that shit. I don't give a fuck about that. This is what I care about. Not what I care about. This is what we care about. You see how we showed up for Prop 50? What if we showed up for shit we wanted? That our ideas. I got all my guns, so I'm not worried about it. Go get your guns. If you're worried about the Second Amendment, go Second Amendment. I got it. I got enough to tear some shit up. But if people feel a certain kind of way, if enough Californians feel a certain kind of way, show up and complain about it. I'm from California. I ain't going nowhere. We have the largest economy. The motherfuckers talking about you got the most homeless people. Yeah, we got the most people too. I got the most crime or the most this and that. Yeah, we got the most people also coming from y'all states over here. You know, we pay more than we receive. We pay for y'all also. Texas, Florida, you complaining, nigga? We pay for you. But shout out to all y'all, man. I'm about to get out of here. It's all love all the time. Everybody go be great. Everybody go show love. Go be productively positive. Go out there, show up for your people. Love your people. Be an ear. Speak life, not death into your people. But open your eyes. Wake up to the shit that's taking place, man. Be a movement. Start your movement. Be the movement and watch people follow your lead. Be the leader that people want to follow. What up, Tafashe? I see you up in here. What up, Ivani Bunny? Ty Flow 92, I see you. I see everybody. Easy Money, I see you. See everybody up in here. Shout out to everybody, man. Visionary Star, Easy Money. Joseph Doggy, I believe. Those are my new guys. My old guy I ain't dealing with. He's not even interesting no more. The old guy, he's not even interesting no more. I got new ones, man. That's interesting. Man, you got the Epstein files. You got all that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. That's some whole. They gotta let this lady in. They gotta swear her in. As soon as they swear her in, it's a wrap. John Doe, T-Fly, T-Flow, Ty-Flow, Ohio Ties, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. Appreciate every single one of y'all. Let's keep being great, man. Let's keep being great. Let's keep doing our thing. Appreciate all y'all. Ghetto Cafe, stand up. Ghetto Cafe, stand up. Coolest, chillest, coldest chat in the whole wide world, Craig. Whole wide world, Craig. And relatable is today. What up, Nick Bags? I ain't seen you in a minute, my guy. Tafashe, man, I'm just supporting and showing love to everybody, man. It's all love, man. Him Duncan, let's go. Send it up, Savi, let's go. Yeah, they asking for troops and stuff like that just because they got gawking on Trump, man. That's all. They just got gawking on Trump just to let him know, like, yeah, I'm in your corner. That's it. That's it. Top of the AM, man. So everybody who's in here, please go look at go to Relatable on Lux's channel. Thank you for all the gifts, everybody. Ohio Ties, Easy Money. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate all you guys, man. Thank you, Callie, for reminding me. And I think I had a couple super chats. Brother Jumby, let's support him. Let's send love to Jumby and Taco Padilla and what they got going on out there. They got fights going on. Emerson is out there fighting as well in Vegas, UFC. So let's send love and prayers to them and a healthy exhibition of their skills that God has blessed them with. Sending love from Sin City. Rios, tap in. You already know. Don't worry about nothing. You know what I mean? Best morning show in the world. There we go. And then we did have a super chat. It was like $49, but I think they took it back. Yeah. There we go. Boom. All right, man. So we out of here. Everybody go have a good one. Everybody go show love. And I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. But I will see you on Relatable on Good Luck's channel, on Luck's channel, Lucky Luck's channel. Relatable. Let's go. We out of here, man. We out of here. Y'all be great, man.
Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze. Cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow.